And there's one more thing I have to tell you. Are you ready for the big reveal?
What? There's more? What else do you have to tell me?
The guy you slept with, he's not my boyfriend.
What? What are you talking about? I've seen you going out on dates with him. I know you must be heartbroken.
I'm not acting tough. I'm just telling you the truth. The man you thought was my boyfriend is actually a guy that works at the company we have a contract with.
What? You're lying.
My name is Yu Nakamura. I'm 24 years old. I'm just a normal office lady working for an advertisement company in the city. It's been 2 years since I first started working here. And over time, I've been entrusted with more important contracts and projects. However, there's just one person that has been bothering me ever since she decided that she hates me. Phew! It's 10 to 6, and I'm finished.
Yeah! We can go home on time!
I can't wait. 10 minutes feels so long. You're way too excited about going home. Hey, how about we go out to have some dinner after this?
Oh, that sounds great! There's a place I've been wanting to eat at for ages!
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Really? All right. Let me see if I can make a reservation.
Thanks.
No problem. It's an Italian restaurant that had great reviews ever since it opened. On the menu looks delicious.
Just as we were having that conversation.
Nakamura, do you have a minute?
Yeah, I do. What is it?
I want you to go through these documents and summarize them for me. I want them done tonight.
Huh? Tonight? There's only 10 minutes left until 6.
I'm using these documents for a meeting tomorrow morning, so it's important that I get a summary as soon as possible. Are you telling me that you're going to disobey your manager's orders?
I didn't mean it like that. I just...
Anyways, it's not like you're good at your job. When are you going to start taking this job seriously? You should be grateful for this chance.
I'm sorry?
That's more like it. Hurry up and get it done. Thanks.
Ouida.
What's the matter?
It was my fault for chatting with you. So, would it be okay if I helped her with the documents? There's a lot, and it would be quicker that way. Nanes.
No, you can go home when it turns 6.
Huh? But...
There's no need for you to be punished. I know that you're a hard worker. This is her problem. She won't be able to improve if you're doing everything for her.
Yeah, but...
Anyway, Nakamura, make sure that a summary of those documents is on my desk by tomorrow morning. Do it by yourself, alone. Got it?
Yes. There's a reason why I've become the target of Ouida's bullying. It all began a few months ago with a certain event that I could never have imagined to cause so much trouble as it did.
Hey, you! Do you have a few minutes, or are you too busy?
Satoshi, what's up? Can I help you with something?
I've got to take these boxes up to the 5th floor. Could you help me with one of the boxes? It doesn't fit on the cart, and I can't push it with my hands.
Yeah, sure. I can help.
Thanks, you're a great help. Then can you hold this one?
Got it. Let's go.
You're too kind, you. Nobody else I ask is willing to help out as you are.
No problem. I'm still new and have a lot to learn, so I'm happy to help out with anything you ask.
Thanks. Hey, how about I treat you to dinner sometime, as a thanks for everything?
Really?
Yeah, of course. You deserve something after everything I've asked you to help out with.
All right, there's something I wanted advice on, so I'd be happy if you could hear me out.
Yeah, sure. Then let's go out for lunch and talk.
That sounds great.
Thank you for helping me out. I really appreciate it. You can just leave the box on the floor.
Sure.
Really, thanks. You saved me a lot of trouble.
No problem. I'm happy to help.
I might ask for you to help with something else in the future, so go ahead and choose the restaurant.
Yes, sir.
Alright, I'll see you later.
I can't believe she's flirting with my Satoshi. I'm the one that liked him first.
At the time, I never knew how Ouida felt about Satoshi, and didn't even realize that she had been watching us since I left my desk. But a few days later, Nene's warned me about Wida when we were having lunch together. Hey, this might be sudden, but are you dating Satoshi? What? No, he's just a colleague that I get along with. Why do you ask? It's just that Wida recently started asking me questions about you. Wida? The woman that has a brother complex? And says that the reason why she still isn't married is because her little brother is too handsome and she can't find anyone better? Even though nobody asked her why in the first place? Yeah, that's the one. You really hate her, huh? There's no way I like her. She's a bully. And it's really annoying when she starts showing off pictures of her brother when we have office parties. He's not even that good looking. All right, let's forget about her little brother for now. Oops, I went off on a tangent. What were you saying? Well, she told me that you were flirting with Satoshi and told me to keep an eye on you. What? You're kidding, right? Hear me out. I've never heard it from her, but I think she has a thing for Satoshi. That's why. What? I know. She's acting like she's in the 9th grade, but even if her mental age is much younger, she's still our manager. It'd be a pain to piss her off, right? If you're not interested in Satoshi, then maybe it would be best if you didn't talk to him as much. Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll be careful from now on. Ever since Nene's warned me about how Wida felt, I had made sure not to go out of my way to talk to Satoshi. But it was already too late. After seeing me talking with Satoshi and overhearing that we were going out to lunch together, the love-struck Wida began to take her frustration out on me. I wasn't even that interested in Satoshi as a guy, but that didn't seem to matter to the mentally immature Wida. Up until that incident, she had often pushed some simpler tasks on me and had made insulting remarks, but I never took it too seriously, so I was able to just let it all slide. However, after Satoshi, her harassment had started to escalate, and it was no longer a laughing matter. Hey, you! Huh? What's up? I knew it. I knew she wouldn't let that thing with Satoshi slide. Yeah, it's not just the overtime though. She's been making me get her coffee and making mean remarks. But don't worry, I won't let her get to me. I'm a lot tougher than you think. If you're sure. I wish I could help. But she even sent me this message. Look at this. Nenes, I don't want you hanging out with Nakamura so much. If you're not careful, I'll have to punish you for being disobedient too. You're much smarter than Nakamura, so I hope you'll understand that this is for your own sake. Is she being serious? She's like the mean girl in class that's trying to isolate the girl she doesn't like. Right? I couldn't believe what I was reading either. Really, what's up with her? I was talking about Wida with another colleague the other day and heard that once she's chosen her target, she's pretty bent on harassing them until they resign. That's how she's chased away other girls like you that have, annoyed her. I thought so. And this is just a rumor, but apparently she even slept with the boyfriend of the last girl she forced out of the company. She really does whatever it takes to break them. And it's not unusual for her to resort to that tactic, if nothing else works. Jeez, she really is the worst. Ever since I heard that rumor, I can't help but worry about upsetting her. Yeah, since you have a boyfriend. But you don't have to worry about me. I'm not dating right now. All right, well, if you say so, but be careful. If you do anything to upset her any further, she's going to try to make you leave the company. Thanks for telling me. I'll be careful. Just like Nene's told me, Wida's harassment didn't stop at work and started to infiltrate my private life. One day, when I had a day off from work, I was eating dinner at home with a friend when we were interrupted by the doorbell. I'm coming!
Hello, ma'am. I'm from MoniRobo Delivery. I have a parcel for a Miss Nakamura. Can I have your signature, please?
A parcel? But I don't remember ordering anything online. What could it be?
Here's your parcel and have a nice day.
Yeah, thanks.
You? Who was it? Was it a delivery?
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know what it could be. I wonder who it's from. I was curious about what was inside and opened it straight away.
Huh? What's wrong?
There's a letter and a knife inside.
What? A knife and letter? That's really creepy. Does the letter say who it's from?
Okay, let's see. It's pretty simple. It just says die in capital letters.
Huh? Isn't that really scary?
I have an idea who sent it.
You do? Who? It's not that horrible manager at work, is it?
Yeah, that's the one. I recognize the handwriting and she'd definitely do this.
Seriously. Oh, women and revenge are a really scary combination.
There's a guy at work that I get along with, and it turns out she likes him. So she's taking out her frustration on me because she thinks I'm flirting with him.
Whoa. So she's making herself out to be the victim?
Right? She's really taken this harassment to the edge.
Hey, shouldn't you throw that knife out?
Nuh-uh. I'm going to keep it. You never know. It's probably going to come in handy later on. Then, the next day. What? You were sent a knife in the mail? Oh, you're kidding. Hey, your voice is too loud. Keep it down. What are you going to do if Wida realizes you're talking to me? Sorry. I couldn't help it. It was too shocking. Yeah, I was shocked too. I didn't think she would do something this insidious. Don't you think you should report this to the police? It's too dangerous. What if she actually hurts you? No, I think it's okay. I don't think she's capable of doing anything that would cause her to lose her job. She's doing things that she can barely get away with, under the surface. Then, what are you gonna do? Are you really just going to endure everything she dishes out to you? Of course not. I'm not going to take anything lying down. I hereby commence my revenge plan. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Oh, that sounds great. Wait, what does that mean? You've never heard that phrase? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth? Yeah, never heard it, sorry. It means that she's going to get a taste of her own medicine. Otherwise, she'll never learn a lesson. Whoa, so you're going to fight fire with fire? Nenes. How did you even get this job with that level of comprehension? Oh, don't say that. Anyway, what are you, thinking? Remember how you told me how Wida apparently sleeps with people's boyfriends in order to get revenge? Yeah? What about it? I was thinking about using that against her. What do you think? What are you gonna do? Well, you see, it's gonna be a pretty hilarious show if everything goes to plan. Then 1 month later, it was finally time for me to reveal the trick to my revenge.
Nakamura, do you have a moment?
Oh, Wida, is something the matter?
I want you to look at something. I think you'll be very surprised.
What is it?
Look at this.
What is this?
Don't play dumb. I know you recognize him. I stole your boyfriend.
My boyfriend. What?
Oh, come on. I know you must be shocked, but wake up. He fell in love with me the second I started coming on to him. It was so easy. He even said that I was better than you in bed.
Right?
Too bad. I gave him a night he won't forget.
This is really awkward, but I have something to tell you.
What is it?
It's quicker if I just show you. Take a look at this picture.
Huh? What picture?
Here you go.
What? That's my baby brother. You!
Yeah, I slept with your baby brother.
What? What have you done? How could you do something like that? My cute little baby Masashi, he's been defiled.
He was really happy to come and spend the night with me when I flirted with him. You and your brother are so alike in the way that you don't mind sleeping with an absolute stranger. I think it's sweet that you have something in common. Whew. It's so easy to teach people a lesson when they're idiots.
Excuse me, what did you say?
You haven't controlled me. I've heard all about you from cute little Masashi.
Don't call him that. He's my cute little brother.
Oh, I know. I'll play you a recording of what he said to me the other night. You won't believe me anyway. Wida really loves you. She's always talking about you at work, you know. She says that she can't find a boyfriend because you've raised her standards by being so handsome and perfect. She's always bragging that you're her precious baby brother.
Seriously? She's still saying stuff like that? I wish she'd cut that out. She's almost 40 and we're not kids anymore. I'm actually like 13 years younger than her, so she's always babied me ever since we were little. But I've already turned 26. I'm a grown adult. It's embarrassing and it's just gotten creepier and creepier, man.
No, he can't really mean that. My cute little Masashi. He doesn't mean it.
So he only goes out to eat and shop with you because he knows you'll pay for everything. But he only agrees to go out with you for every 5 invites because you're too persistent. I couldn't help but laugh when I heard that.
Stop! I've heard enough. What do you want? Why are you doing this?
I'm just giving you a taste of what you've done to me up until now. You slept with my boyfriend, so you don't have the right to complain to me about what's cruel. Wida was silenced when I made it clear that she was being a hypocrite, but I wasn't done with my revenge just yet. The best was yet to come. There's actually one more thing I'd like to tell you. Are you ready for the big reveal?
What? There's more? What else do you have to tell me?
The guy you slept with? He's not my boyfriend.
What? What are you talking about? I've seen you going out on dates with him. I know you must be heartbroken, but there's no point trying to act tough.
I'm not acting tough. I'm just telling you the truth. The man you thought was my boyfriend is actually a guy that works at the company we have a contract with.
What? You're lying.
Take a look. I have his business card right here. The moment she saw the name that was typed out on the business card, Wida went completely pale. She was too stunned to speak, and I had to stop myself from bursting into laughter. I took a deep breath before continuing the conversation. So, do you recognize the name on the card?
Yeah, I do, but how do you know him if you're not going out?
You know MoniRobo Real Estate, right? We have a contract with them for billboard advertising.
Of course I know them. I'm not an idiot. What about them?
The man you slept with is actually an employee from MoniRobo Real Estate. I met him when I went to ask for some advice on moving apartments.
I didn't know that you were moving.
Oh yeah. It's because of some scary stuff that's been happening to me recently. I don't know who, but someone sent me a knife in the mail. I thought it was time to move and went to ask if they had any recommendations. After our meeting, I treated him to dinner as thanks for his generosity.
You're kidding.
I chose to take him to a restaurant closer to the office because I knew that you were probably following me around after work anyway. I meant for you to see him with me. And then, just like I predicted, you convinced yourself that he was my boyfriend and then forced yourself on him. Just so you could take this picture. All because you wanted to get back at me for talking to Satoshi, didn't you? On top of that, he told you that he wasn't interested, didn't he? But you threatened to find out where he worked and have him fired if he didn't do what you said, right? That's how you managed to get him to go into a hotel with you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
That's not true.
He must have been terrified when a creepy old woman and an absolute stranger started threatening him and forced herself on him.
Creepy old woman? I'm your manager. You can't talk to me like that.
What? You must be joking. You're only going to be my manager for a few more hours or so.
Huh?
I've already reported everything I know to the department manager and to the CEO. They're both incredibly furious that you used your power as a manager to demand sexual favors from an employee from a company we have a close relationship with.
No, you're lying.
My guess is that you're going to be fired, no questions asked.
No, you...
This began because of your stupid jealousy and your harassment towards not only me, but the other women you've bullied.
Ugh, no.
Anyway, we'd better head to the CEO's office. He's been calling for you, and you'll only annoy him the longer you make him wait. Let me show you the way, tramp.
No.
Like that, Ouida was put under the spotlight by both the CEO and the department manager. I had kept the knife and the letter she sent me, and had gathered evidence of the harassment that other employees had suffered before they resigned. So it looks like the company will be able to demand compensation for damages. Of course, I could argue that I suffered mentally because of the death threat she sent me. So I was resolved to demand further compensation in court privately. As a result, I won the case, received a fair amount. I heard from Ouida's little brother afterwards that in order to pay off all the compensation she had been billed, she had started working as a contract employee on the weekdays and was working a part-time job on the weekends. On top of that, she hasn't had money to spare for her little brother, so he stopped talking to her altogether. Ouida's little brother isn't my type, but I've kept in touch with him since he's willing to let me know how his sister is getting on. Ever since Ouida left the office, the big project that Ouida had been in charge of was left to me and Nene's to take over. We've promised each other to do our best so that we can work towards a promotion or a raise.
So, this is what you meant by an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
You are so cunning, but this really is refreshing. See? I told you it would be a hilarious show.
But I'm surprised you actually managed to find her brother. How did you do that?
Easy. I found him when I checked Ouida's friend list on Facebook.
I understand you did it for revenge, but don't you think it was like a bit too much to actually sleep with him?
Oh, I forgot. I didn't actually sleep with him.
But you told me you showed Ouida a picture of you in bed with him.
I had to get him really drunk before I could ask him questions about Ouida. So I took the picture when he fell asleep from all the alcohol.
You really have everything covered. Now, without Ouida getting in the way, I'll be promoted in no time.
Hang on. I'm not going to lose to you. I know your numbers are good, but I'm going to work hard for a promotion too. As a matter of course, I'm not one to enjoy being hated or envied by someone. But it really was ridiculous that Ouida had started to harass me. She obviously had issues and needs to mentally graduate from middle school. I hope this story will help you to get revenge if you ever encounter someone that behaves as immaturely as Ouida.
Hello. If it isn't Kayuku and the gang, all having coffee without me.
Uzai. Hi.
I can't believe you would all dare go out without inviting me.
There's a reason why we didn't invite you to come with us.
Oh.
Did you forget we've been out to eat together on several occasions, but you've never paid for yourself?
What are you talking about?
We're sick of you not paying us back.
So?
You have this funny idea that it's obvious that we should pay for you and you never return the money.
Are you seriously getting upset over a couple of dollars?
And you never reply to us when we message you to remind you to pay us back.
What's the big deal? I'm free to answer and ignore any messages I like.
You're being unreasonable. You should pay us.
I'm a single mother. You should be a bit more accommodating towards me.
You should understand that it's important to pay people back.
Tch, why should I be lectured by you? My God.
You're a mother. If you keep on acting this selfishly, it's going to start affecting your son.
Hiroto is still 9 years old. You should realize that this is for his sake too.
She's going to use her son as an excuse.
So I would be grateful if you would pay for the cakes we eat today.
Excuse me?
I only have $1 coin in my purse today.
What?
Hiroto, you can eat as much cake as you like. Kayuku says that she's going to treat us today.
Stop messing around. My name is Kayuku Miyahara. I'm 34 years old and married. I'm currently working as an office worker and living with my daughter, May, who's in the 3rd grade, and my husband, Kei. My daughter recently started attending karate classes, and my husband is working as a personal trainer. He's good at cooking and sewing, and he's always helping me with the housework. Today, I took some time off of doing the housework to come out with my friends to a really popular cafe, and we were enjoying some cake and coffee until a certain troublemaker named Yachio Uzai turned up with her son, Hiroto. I'm not paying for your food, Uzai. We all refuse to spend a single dollar on you.
Oh, it's too late. I've already put some cakes on my tray.
I can't believe you actually had the nerve to come inside when you have no money on you.
I knew you would be generous enough to pay for me, Kayuku.
No way. Were you listening on my conversations at school?
That's right. I noticed you were whispering about something to one of the other moms at the observation day. I think it was when lessons had finished.
Oh no, I should have been more careful.
Apparently, the owner is a pâtissier that went all the way to Paris to train under some of the best sweet makers in the world.
It's the weekend, so we thought it was a great chance to catch up and let off some steam.
But why wasn't I invited? You can't do this.
Because you always make us pay for you.
You want my darling Hiroto to starve?
That's not our problem, and he won't starve anyway.
I don't have enough money to buy Hiroto the sweets he wants to eat. It's not fair that we're too poor to enjoy a small luxury like this.
No one can avoid paying for the services they've received.
You don't have to tell me that.
So I had no obligation to pay for your food or your pastimes.
How can you be so cold? I'm a single mother.
You've got a job and a salary of your own, haven't you? You should buy Hiroto sweets and toys with your own money.
I have to use all of my salary on paying the rent and the bills.
Then why did you even come?
Anyway, you've got to pay for everything we eat today, or I'll eat every cake that's on display.
Why does she have to start begging in places like this?
Mom?
Go on, Hiroto. Take those cakes to our table and eat first.
But I can't eat all these. It's too much.
I brought you here because I thought it would make you happy. Can't you be a little grateful?
I'm sorry, Mom.
He looks really afraid. She must have thought that we would pay out of pity for Hiroto.
This chocolate gâteau is delicious.
I guess I have no choice but to explain everything to the owner. I called for the owner of the cafe, and he gave Uzai a warning. But instead of showing us some regret for what she had done, she began to make show of herself. She shouted all sorts of insults at the owner and opened up her purse only to pull out a $10 note and throw it at the pâtissier. She stamped her way out of the cafe and slammed the door shut. I can't believe she actually had some money in her purse. She lied to us. After that, I bought cakes to take home to Kei and May, and my day out with my friends came to an end. I swore to myself that I would never let Uzai find out about our plans ever again, and went to pick up my daughter from her karate class.
Seriously? She turned up at the cafe you were at?
Yeah, it was supposed to be my day off, and I'm really tired.
I'm not surprised, but are you okay?
Yeah, I forgot about everything that second. I saw May laughing and having fun at her class.
But that Uzai lady really does sound like a piece of work.
Oh, you have no idea.
And she still hasn't paid you back any of the money she owes you?
She's returned $10.
How much does she owe you in total?
About 100?
Then there's no denying that she's to blame for being alienated, but you've probably got to be a little bit clearer with her or she won't stop.
You're right, Kei. I'm really sorry. I'll make sure she gives me back the money next time I see her.
But I can understand that it must be tough to go all out, seeing as she's using her kid as an excuse.
Hiroto looks so scared of her when she shouted at him. I wonder if she always treats him like that when they're at home.
It's not right to tell other people how to raise their own children, when we don't even know that they're doing anything wrong.
I know May and Hiroto sit next to each other in class. I hope that she can at least be a good friend to him.
Let me know if anything happens. I'll help out in any way I can.
For a few days after that, I was back to enjoying my regular routine and seeing May win her first practice spar in class. I didn't have any major trouble at work or with my friends, and I was living pretty peacefully. But one day, just when I was about to make my way home from work, I got a message from Uzai, who had never answered my messages up until now.
Kayuku, answer my messages.
What's wrong?
What did you do to my son?
Excuse me? I haven't done anything.
Don't play dumb.
I'm sorry. I've just finished work and I'd like to get home as soon as possible.
I don't care. This is way more important.
All right.
My son came home from school today crying his heart out.
What happened? Is he okay?
Apparently, he spoke to your daughter about some things.
What exactly did they talk about?
Apparently, May was the one that started talking to him. She asked him what was wrong when he was feeling upset.
Well, they are very close. I've told her that she should always do her best to help her friends when they need it.
Nobody asked you to do anything like that.
Huh?
Apparently, there are rumors going around his class about me. Horrible gossip about how nobody likes Hiroto's mom and that
I didn't know that.
because of all that, all of his classmates are excluding him and he's become a loner.
But those rumors are all true, aren't they?
You're the one that spread them.
You're wrong. I would never do anything like that.
It's disgusting. My son has done nothing wrong.
I'm pretty sure that my daughter just called out to him because he looked sad.
I know that your daughter was laughing at him behind his back.
I believe that your own actions are to blame for those rumors.
What did you say?
I understand that the reason why those rumors are spreading is ultimately because of you.
You're despicable. You sound like a criminal.
It's your job to be a role model to your son and to give him the care he needs.
Shut up! I'm going to take you to court for defamation.
Seriously?
I'm going straight to the principal and complain that it's your fault that my son is being bullied. I'm going to tell them that you're the one that spread those rumors.
You've got to prioritize talking to your son.
There's no point talking to you about this anymore. I'm going to block your number.
Hey, wait a minute. Uzai, give me back my money. Hey! It seems that she really did block me because none of my messages showed that they had been received. I headed home and asked my husband for advice as soon as I could. But he assured me that I didn't have to worry and that Uzai was probably all bark and no bite. I decided that I would just wait and see what she would do. Hiroto must have reached out to his mother because he must have reached his limit with the rumors that were flying around and hoped that either my daughter or his own mom could help him. But rather than worry about her son and just be there for him, she had started to take her anger out on the people around her. She had taken selfish to a whole new level.
Hello, Kayuku. It's good to see you. It's been a while.
Hello, Uzai.
It's become really dangerous in this neighborhood since we last spoke. I heard that there's been a suspicious man hanging around the school gates at home time.
You're talking about the man that tried to kidnap a little boy when he was on his way home, right? The one that's apparently all dressed in black.
I'm terrified that Hiroto might be targeted next.
Well, the little boy was saved by the police officer that was on patrol at the time, so the little boy was okay.
Well, it's a pain that the school's asked all parents to come collect their children from school as a way of preventing it from happening again. It's not like we have a choice.
Uzai, I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, that's it?
Huh?
I'd like to talk to you about what happened a month ago.
You mean the conversation we had online?
I spoke to the principal about how you were the one that spread those rumors, and he didn't listen to me at all.
Well, of course he wouldn't. He must have realized that it would be a waste of time.
I don't have the money to hire a lawyer either. What do I do?
First things first. Maybe you should think about returning the money you borrowed from me.
Oh, come on. You can't seriously be holding a grudge about that. You're going to get wrinkles. Oh, I'm still 34 years old. How rude can she get? Remember this. You'll pay for ruining my reputation and for causing my son to get bullied.
Like I said, I never spread those rumors about you.
Anyway, I want you to book a session at the host club as a way of apologizing to me.
What?
I want a handsome young man to cheer me up and make me feel better.
I'm sorry. What?
There's no problem. I'll send Hiroto off to stay with my parents.
I'm gonna need you to explain a little more. Why?
I want you to set up a luxurious get-together for the moms.
No way I'm doing that.
What did you say?
You may be single, but all the other moms are married, so we can't go to a place like that.
But all we'd be doing is talking and drinking. I'm sure everyone will be happy to have a little more fun once in a while.
No thank you.
Tsa!
She kissed her teeth at me?
You're a killjoy, Kayuku. Everyone will get sick of you if you talk like that, you know.
You're one to talk, Uzai.
You may not want to go to a host club, but I do. You owe me that.
I've never heard of any moms having a get-together at a host club.
Well, moms nowadays need more spice in their lives.
I don't know about that.
It's simple. All you have to do is call and book a session.
It's no good. She's not listening to me at all.
The host club I know is open during the day as well. So you can't make any excuses about needing to make dinner for your family.
You can't be serious. We're all busy at work during the day.
Then use your paid holidays to take a day off.
I didn't use a paid holiday. I just got today off in return for going to work on Saturday. That's all.
Oh, Hiroto's finally come out.
It's like I'm talking to a wall.
Mai, thanks for helping me with my math homework.
No problem. Let me know if you need help with anything else.
Yeah.
Hurry up, Hiroto. We're going home right now.
Sorry, Mom. Mai's mom, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you.
All right, let's go home, May. You've got to eat and get ready for karate class.
Guess what, Mom? I'm really strong now.
You're amazing, honey. I'm looking forward to your next competition.
I can't wait too. Are you going to come and cheer me on?
Of course we will. We'll be watching you the entire time.
Yay!
As soon as we got home from school, I got an emergency message from May's school. It was a notification that the suspicious man had been arrested by the police. The police had been patrolling areas that seemed suspicious and likely for him to return to. And thanks to that, they had arrested him before he could do any harm. I was glad that the problem was cleared up and that I wouldn't have to ask my mother to come and collect May from school.
Mai had a really good appetite tonight, didn't she?
Because your cooking is the best, Kay.
You're flattering me, honey.
Apparently, her teacher is raising the hurdles at practice every single day.
No wonder she went straight to sleep after she had her bath and finished her homework. She must be exhausted.
I guess she'll be growing out of her uniform in no time.
Imagine if she ends up growing bigger than me.
By the way,
Oh yeah, you mentioned when I got home that Uzai had asked you something impossible. What happened?
I don't have anything against single mothers, but she makes it out that I'm being prejudiced, and I don't know what to say to her. I mean, she asked me to make a booking at a host club today. Don't you think that's ridiculous? She's completely forgotten about the money she owes too.
It sounds like she expects you to follow her orders, huh? What an attitude.
Just thinking about how this might continue until May graduates from elementary stresses me out.
Then how about you use this as a chance to get a little revenge?
What?
All you have to do is watermelon, 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 and if you do that, then she'll... And I think she might get the message.
That sounds great. I think it might just work.
You're always busy with your job and doing chores, so you deserve some time to hang out with your friends.
But you're working and helping out with the housework too. I just went out with my friends the other day. Are you sure you don't mind?
I'm happy as long as I can spend some time with you and Mai after work. I don't need anything else.
Thank you, Kay. I'm the luckiest woman in the world to have a husband like you. It was sudden, but I decided to commence the plan that Kay had thought up for me. I got in touch with the other moms and they all agreed that it was the best way to deal with Uzai. Everyone was determined to work together to make Yachio Uzai see the trouble she was causing and make her pay.
Literally.
Then when Friday came around, hello, this is Kayuku speaking.
Kayuku, it's me.
I guess this is Uzai.
I had to call you because I already blocked you online. It was a good thing I had your phone number.
Oh yeah, I still remember that. When you refused to return my money.
So when are you going to arrive? I've been waiting for you.
Waiting where?
At the host club.
Oh.
I'm having the best time ever, drinking delicious champagne in the middle of the day.
Well, I'm glad that you're having so much fun.
It's only while Hiroto's still at school, but I'm making the most of it. Oh, I wish I could stay here forever.
It sounds like you're really drunk. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm going to order another bottle of Dom Perignon.
Don't come crying to me later.
So, where are you? Hurry up and join me. You have to be here when I leave so that you can pay the bill.
But I never made a reservation at a host club.
Excuse me?
I told you we can't have a gathering at a host club because we're all married.
What? What are you talking about?
Didn't they say anything when you entered?
No, nothing. So I thought it was okay.
I understand that you must have been happy.
Then where on earth are you?
We're all at Le Comptoir MoniRobo.
What? You don't mean the French restaurant that's on the Michelin Guide?
Yeah, that's the one. It's much more affordable than the other Michelin star restaurants, but it's luxurious nonetheless.
I can't believe it. You tricked me.
Hey, you can't talk to me like that. You're the one that went off and decided to go to the host club yourself.
Ah! Damn you!
Uzai, do you have your purse on you?
What?
Don't tell me that you didn't bring any money of your own.
Don't be stupid. I'm not an idiot. Of course I did.
I knew it. You were planning to make us pay for you, weren't you?
No, that's not true.
I know exactly what you're up to, Uzai. I'm not paying a cent of the bill you've racked up over there.
What? Why not?
Why should I? I'm not with you.
You've got to be joking. I'm a single mother. You can't treat me like this.
You're the one that's got to be joking.
Oh?
I understand that being a single mother must be really tough, and I sympathize. But that doesn't mean you get special treatment.
Why? Why are you so angry? You're scaring me.
I don't care if I'm scaring you. I've been holding this all in for too long.
I just wanted us all to have fun at the host club together, that's all.
Nobody said they wanted to go. I've honestly had enough of playing along with your selfishness.
Don't say that.
You know what? I want you to return all the money we've lent you over the past few months. Right now. No buts.
What?
I finally hit my limit and lost temper after Uzai continued to act as though she was the victim. It was a good thing I had left the restaurant before unleashing my anger. At least I had avoided causing any trouble for the staff and people dining around me. It seems I really had scared Uzai because her voice had gotten smaller and smaller over the phone. But that wasn't going to stop me. Hiroto is having a hard time at school, and it's because of your own behavior.
Hiroto has nothing to do with any of this.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of the other moms was overheard complaining to her partner about you.
So, you really didn't spread the rumors?
I told you before, I didn't say anything.
Even so, that doesn't mean that they can treat my son like that.
That's the one thing we agree on. I've already spoken to their homeroom teacher and the other moms about that.
What? When did that happen?
May was worried about Hiroto, so she was the only one that was talking to him and cheering him up when he was feeling down.
Oh, I guess May's the reason why he's been in such a good mood recently.
The kids that were ignoring him have all apologized for what they did, and they've all made up.
I didn't know that.
I think Hiroto just wanted you to listen to his worries and comfort him.
How long are you going to keep talking to me like that? You're being incredibly rude.
Anyway, you're going to have to pay for the host club bill by yourself. I'm not lending you anything.
I can't. I don't have the money, and I only have a few dollars left in my bank account.
Oh, really?
It's true. I owe several host clubs a lot of money. I don't even know if I have enough money to buy groceries.
Why would you spend that much money if you knew that you couldn't afford it?
I told you, being a single mother is really difficult. Aren't I allowed to enjoy myself once in a while?
Of course you are, but how are you going to feed Hiroto from now on?
Well, I'll have to borrow some money from the bank.
I think you need to do something about your host club addiction first. Anyway, I'm going to ask the school if they can contact your parents.
Wait a minute. We're not done talking yet.
Hiroto's finally managed to make up with his friends. Please don't do anything to stress him out any further.
What about the bill? How am I supposed to pay it?
That's none of our business.
Please, can't you at least lend me the money to pay for today's bill?
Nope, I'm not paying, even if a meteor were to hit the Earth.
Don't say that. We're friends, aren't we?
If you really think that we're friends, you should pay all of us our money back. You might think that it's just a few dollars, but there's a limit to how much other people can take being mooched off of.
I can't. I can't pay you back.
I'm going to send you pictures of all of our receipts, so I'd be happy if you'd unblock me.
I'm telling you, I can't pay you back.
I don't think we'll have to call one another from now on, so I'm going to block your phone number. Goodbye.
No, please.
In the end, Hiroto's grandparents contacted Uzai's ex-husband, and Hiroto went to live with his father. Apparently, Uzai's parents were speechless when they heard about her reckless spending. Since it turns out Uzai was using the child support her ex was paying every month to cover the bills at her favorite host club. Of course, her ex-husband was furious that his money hadn't gone to raising his son. Uzai's overspending and unwillingness to change her ways was completely to blame. It seems that she had already owed over $20,000 at the time of their divorce. She had no choice but to go to a suspicious loan shark to borrow money, which led to some gruff-looking men coming to her workplace to demand she pay them back. She ended up being fired from her job for her association with the mafia and had to begin working in an establishment owned by the loan shark she owed money to. Oh, but I managed to get her to pay back the money she owed me and our friends.
Mai, thanks for being such a good friend to me up until now. We'll still be friends, right? Even when I go to live with my dad?
Yeah, of course. Nothing will change the fact that we're friends.
I wish that you could still help me with my math homework.
Then let's video chat on the weekends.
Oh yeah, that way we can stay in touch too. My dad has a computer at home, so I think that I can set up an account.
Yay!
I hope that we can play together again sometimes.
Hiroto, me too.
Apparently my dad's job makes him really busy, so I don't know when he'll bring me to see you, but can we promise to meet each other again?
Yeah, I really like you, Hiroto. Let's play again.
I've gotta get on the train.
I'll see you, Hiroto.
I'll send you lots of letters, I promise.
All right, too. I can't wait for your first letter.
After May and Hiroto said their goodbyes, he and his dad got on the train and they disappeared in a matter of minutes. May's eyes welled up with tears, but she dabbed at her eyes with her handkerchief, turned to Kay and I, and smiled up at us.
How about we head home?
Yeah, it's almost time for dinner anyway.
It'll be late by the time I get dinner ready, so why don't we go out to eat at a restaurant instead, as a treat?
Yeah, let's do that. I want to eat spaghetti bolognese.
Alright, let's go eat at the Italian restaurant in front of the station.
Yay!
Kay, thank you for everything. You were a great help.
What are you talking about? I just gave a little advice, that's all.
I learned a lot from the issues we faced this time. It's given me motivation to work harder for the both of you.
If you ever have another problem, don't keep it to yourself. I'll do whatever I can to help. We're family, so there's no need to feel bad about relying on me.
Kay and I took May's hands and we headed back to our everyday lives. After seeing what Uzai had lost because of her selfishness, I realized just how lucky I was to be with such a loving husband and to have such a sweet daughter. I hope that our little family can always stay this happy. And I'm going to keep the motto of staying positive in my heart.
God, who left a cripple in here? You're an eyesore. Leave, you cripple. Who the hell are you?
What the hell did you just say?
Shut the hell up. Hey, don't, Satomi. My name is Akira Takahashi. I'm a 34-year-old office worker. I'm not normal, if that's what you were wondering. I was in a car accident when I was in middle school, and since then, I've spent my life in a wheelchair. For a while, I was super depressed, and nothing about the future made me feel any better. But thankfully, I had my friends and family to support me. My parents immediately bought a new, tailor-made house after my accident, and everything in the house was barrier-free. That made my life a whole lot easier. And I chose a high school that was friendly for disabled students. The same went for my college. I had the time of my life as a student. Obviously, I had some trouble when we were on school trips and whatnot, but for the most part, my friends supported me along the way. I felt kind of bad about it, but they were adamant on helping me. They wanted me to get the same experiences that all the other students got. Obviously, my life was still pretty hard, but thanks to my friends and family, I was able to reach this point in my life. I thought I'd have a much harder time finding a partner, but miraculously, I got a loving girlfriend.
Hey, Akira, I'm here to pick you up.
Thank you so much, Satomi. Her name is Satomi Okita. She's 3 years younger than me, and she has no disabilities. I met her at the station one day. When I was on my way home after a long day's work, I bumped into a man who was visibly drunk. Ow!
Whoa, watch where you're going, you asshole.
Hey, you came crashing into me!
Shut up. You cripples should stay at home. You're in our way.
And getting yelled at like this was nothing new for me. But there was no way I could ever beat people like him in a fight. But it's not like I can run. I was wondering what my best move would be when I heard a woman yell in our direction.
Hey, why would you say something like that to him?
Shut up. Stay out of this, woman.
Oh, so you're not only an ableist, but you're a misogynist as well. It's like God specifically designed you to be the biggest asshole on Earth.
What did you just say to me?
Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Good. Now please listen to what I'm about to say closely.
What?
Show some respect for your elders, would you, you entitled brats?
You're just a drunk. You have no right to yell at us. All right, here we go.
Yeah, sure.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, wait a minute.
Are you the drunk passenger that people are talking about? I hope you're not bugging these poor people.
No way.
I'm glad we got out of there safely.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much, ma'am.
No worries at all. I hate people that treat others terribly like him. Doesn't matter if you're in a wheelchair or not. You should have a right to protect your dignity.
I really appreciate that.
Since the guy might still be at the station, do you want to go out for a drink or something? I know a pretty good bar that's close from here.
Wait, are you sure?
Of course I am. Besides, it's Friday night. We have to have some fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Satomi Okita.
I'm Akira Takahashi. Nice to meet you. And so, we drank until the sun came up that night, and we got to know each other very well. We exchanged numbers and started hanging out quite frequently. I've never been in a relationship before, so I wasn't very good at making moves. But Satoshi was very energetic and forward, and she often asked to hang out.
I think you've realized by now, but I'm in love with you. Could you go out with me?
Yes, of course.
Do you like me back?
Of course I do. I really like you.
Oh, that's a relief.
I'll never forget the smile she had on her face that day. And so, we started dating. I could tell that she really loved me, and I gave her all the love I could give back to her. She's the only person that will take care of someone like me. If I'm ever gonna get married, it has to be with her. I started thinking about getting married with her, when I got this text from Satomi.
Hey, listen to this.
What's up?
Your birthday is coming up soon, right?
Oh, yeah.
And here's the big surprise. I got a reservation at Bistro MoniRobo to celebrate the occasion.
What? I thought that place was always full.
Well, I used my connections wisely as always.
Ah, smart girl.
And I reserved the fish-based course meal that I thought you'd like. And I even ordered some white wine in advance.
That's awesome. You're too good for me, Satomi.
I know.
I feel bad now.
And you can look forward to the present I'm getting you as well.
Wait, a present? I thought the reservation was the present.
No, that's just me setting the stage. A good present needs a good stage, don't you agree?
Well, now I really want to know what this present's gonna be. What are you getting me?
Can't tell ya. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Well, it's not really a surprise if I know it's coming.
But the present itself will be a good enough surprise.
Okay then. I'll be looking forward to that as well.
Yep, I can't wait to show you.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna be on a wheelchair, but is that going to be alright?
Of course, I already told them I was getting the reservation. And they said it was fine, so don't worry.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you for doing everything, Satomi.
Don't worry about it. I'll do anything for you, honey.
And so, I got an exciting invite. Eating out is one of my favorite things to do. And although I don't have a lot of money to spend, I like going out to nice restaurants every once in a while with Satomi. Bistro MoniRobo is an Italian restaurant that just opened, and apparently, it's one of the best out there. I really wanted to go, and Satomi probably found out about that and got a reservation for us. This is gonna be the best birthday ever! And so, the day finally arrived.
Welcome to Bistro MoniRobo. I had a reservation under the name Okita. Oh, okay.
When the server saw us, her face seemed to cloud with worry. It said her name was Suzuki on her nameplate,
I didn't know he was gonna be on a wheelchair.
is what she was probably thinking.
Is there a problem? No, everything is fine. It's just, I wasn't aware that you were gonna be on a wheelchair, so... But I told the person on the phone when I made the reservation. Okay, well, let me go and prepare the table for you. So you don't have a table prepared? Even though I specifically told you guys that one of us was going to be on a wheelchair? No, it's just that because you're in a wheelchair, we have to get a special table. Why? So what if he's in a wheelchair? Could I speak to your manager, please? Well, I am the manager of this restaurant. What? So you're the manager and you're treating your customer like this?
It's alright, Satomi. Let's just wait for a few minutes.
You're too nice, Akira.
Ever since we first met, Satomi has fought back for me when I was being mistreated. She's a very calm and understanding person, but when I get involved, she becomes very tense and intimidating. So when that happens, I try my best to calm her down.
I'm really sorry. This was supposed to be a good day, and now I'm here all mad and tense.
It's alright. I sensed it too. That Suzuki person was looking at me like she was staring at a pile of garbage. I know you were just trying to protect me.
Oh my god. My boyfriend is a supta.
A supta? What's that? Like a pasta?
No, it's short for a super darling. It's not a pasta.
At the beginning, we were having fun talking, but we ended up having to wait 30 minutes to be shown to our seats. Satomi was beyond angry, and she looked like she was about to burst, but we're celebrating today, right? And so, I managed to calm her down. After a while, our food finally came and we started eating. The meal was amazing as advertised, but... God, who let a cripple in here? You're an eyesore! Leave, you cripple! A man eating alone at the seat next to us mumbled just loud enough so we could hear him. What is with this place? Is there like an ableist convention in town or something? Wait, this can't be good. Satomi's gonna burst. I have to stop her. Oh, too late.
What the hell did you just say?
Who the hell are you? Hey, don't, Satomi! Satomi stood up to confront the man, and the man didn't seem to back down. He was getting in Satomi's face as well.
Say it to our face, you asshole. How did my boyfriend being in a wheelchair affect you?
Shut the hell up! I feel sick just from looking at him. The wine doesn't taste as good when there's a cripple around.
Says you. Eating in the same place as an asshole like you makes me sick. Mr. Kimura, is something wrong?
The manager noticed something was wrong and rushed over. Apparently the guy's name was Kimura. He was a frequent customer here. The moment the manager referred to him by his name, I knew this couldn't end well. Well, we're in a bit of a pickle. The manager is obviously familiar with Kimura, and so Kimura told her, "Well, this woman right here is trying to pick a fight with me."
What? You were the one who started it.
They both didn't budge. But what I feared would happen actually happened.
Why have we got to be kicked out? I guess I was the first one to confront him, but he was the one that started it by insulting you. This makes zero sense.
We tried to sleep it off after that, but I guess that didn't work.
Well, obviously not. I can't believe people like that still exist.
Well, most people are understanding and respectful, but others, not so much. They're just bullies. But I've never met someone that disrespectful.
I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I ruined your birthday. I shouldn't have gotten heated like that.
You didn't ruin anything, Satomi.
No, I did. I ruined everything. Why does this always have to happen?
Oh, come on, don't say that. Thanks to you and your toughness, it was the best birthday ever. And I'm really grateful for you always sticking up for me. It means so much just to know that someone cares about me that much.
Thank you. You really are a super darling.
Thanks. By the way, thanks for the birthday present. I really didn't expect it.
Yeah, I bet you didn't see that one coming. I had a really tough time getting it. Front row tickets to Yonezu Genki's concert. We'll finally be able to see our superstar live.
I can't wait. You really are the best girlfriend anyone could ever ask for. I guess you're a super honey.
What are you talking about?
As we just talked about, we were kicked out of the restaurant after that incident. Well, to be honest, I saw it coming. The restaurant was siding with Kimura from the start. Maybe Satomi's plan didn't go as smoothly as we expected, but we made up for it by changing restaurants, and we even got to see our favorite artist live. Besides, the best gift I've ever received was getting to meet Satomi, so I thought what happened that day would soon become a thing of the past, a memory that we can laugh about. And a year later, Satomi, will you marry me?
Yes, of course.
I proposed to Satomi, and we were getting married. Satomi is actually the only daughter of a family that owns a large company in the restaurant industry, and the company I'd been working at was the company that her dad owned. But we didn't meet at work. We only found out about our weird connection after we started dating. I was obviously shocked to find out, to say the least. Dating the CEO's daughter seemed like a lot of responsibility, but Satomi insisted that
I'm gonna take over this company once I'm competent enough and make it bigger and more successful. And if you're by my side to help me out, that would be amazing.
And so, I wasn't worried about it. And as a result, we got married and became partners for life. But this meant that I wasn't going to be able to stay a regular old office worker anymore. I was going to be the husband of a business owner soon. I had so much I needed to learn, and Satomi's father even told me, "I'm thinking of giving you some tasks so that you can help Satomi out when she takes over. I'm also thinking of assigning you a position in the exec board. I'm counting on you, Akira." That was a lot of pressure for me to handle. But I knew this was coming eventually when I found out that Satomi was the owner's daughter. And so, Satomi and I got married, and we had a very nice wedding. And for a year, I was overwhelmed with work. I used my position as a wheelchair user to partner with companies that made barrier-free infrastructure and made our restaurants more accessible for everyone. The new changes were very popular, and we decided to keep them in place. The word spread through social media, and before I knew it, I was on TV getting interviewed for my work. The owner of this restaurant chain is a wheelchair user himself, so he understands our needs very well. It's nice that the salad bar is in my reach, and the restaurant itself is very spacious and easy to move around. Satomi and her father approved of my work as well, and we decided to create a new team within the company focused on making our restaurants and the dining experience more accessible for disabled people. I was appointed as the team's leader by Satomi's father. I still feel a lot of pressure because of my responsibilities. But I can't give in now. I'm the owner's husband, for God's sake. And one day, while I was working as usual at the office, I got a text from Satomi.
Hey, did you hear from Dad?
Yeah, we're acquiring MoniRobo Foods, right?
Yeah, I didn't know at all. You remember, right? MoniRobo Foods is the owner of that restaurant we went to 2 years ago.
Well, what a strange turn of events. But I heard the restaurants were super popular. Why did they end up struggling financially?
Well, this was the case for that restaurant we went to as well, but their bubble of popularity burst, and now no one's going to their restaurants anymore.
Well, now that you mention it,
And I hear that the CEO's son is a real piece of work. He's incompetent, but he's pretty important in the company. So that's why the company was about to go under.
I haven't heard from them in a while. Well, I hope I don't end up like him.
Don't worry, you're not like that at all. We both trust you. We think you're the best man for the job.
I'm always scared about messing up and disappointing you guys. Yeah, so I'm working really hard.
Then this might be your chance.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm pretty sure my father is going to tell you tomorrow, but he's giving you the responsibility of reviving the failing MoniRobo Foods operations.
Really?
That means you're basically their new CEO. So good luck, honey.
God, my stomach is starting to hurt from the pressure. But I'll try my best. That's right. MoniRobo Foods is the company that owns that restaurant we went to for my birthday 2 years ago. It was popular when it opened, but recently, they've been struggling financially. Apparently, the CEO wants me to implement the same barrier-free oriented changes that I introduced to our restaurants a while back. MoniRobo Foods restaurants are all spacious, so they're the perfect place for it. And so, when I visited the same bistro restaurant as a manager, this happened. The moment Suzuki saw me, she froze.
Nice to meet you.
Glad to see that you still remember me.
Wait, what?
Thanks for kicking us out, by the way. Yep, she still remembered me clearly. What a turn of events this is.
Wait, are you that? It can't be. There's no way.
It's fine. I don't care about what happened that day anymore. I'm here to talk to you about the future. The reason I came here today was because this restaurant has terrible reviews on Google Reviews. Do you know why?
Well, I'm really sorry about...
All of the reviews commend the quality of the food, but they criticize the service you guys give. You're responsible for serving the customers, right?
Yes.
I mean, if I remember correctly, your service was absolute garbage. So it's no wonder this place is in a state like this. So I have no choice but to demote you from restaurant manager to kitchen staff.
What? Please don't do this.
This has already been decided. If you're not happy with the decision, then you can always quit your job. And so, Suzuki was demoted to kitchen staff at age 40. She's gonna have to start building her career from scratch. But it seems like her pride couldn't accept this treatment, and she handed me a resignation letter a few days later. And I also met another person I recognized that day. I'm really sorry about what I did the other day. I'm so sorry. It was the ablest customer that was sitting next to us that day. Apparently, he was the CEO's only son. That's probably why Suzuki kicked us out that night. And when he saw me, He immediately recognized who I was, and he started apologizing to me. I've gotten over that incident, and I won't let that affect my work. Thank you. That's great to hear. But there are other issues that need to be dealt with, starting with you embezzling the company's money. Huh? CEO's son to make fake expense claims. That's not true! This must be a misunderstanding! We've already looked into it. We already know that you've spent the company's money on buying expensive branded bags and going out for drinks at luxury clubs. But that's... I can't let you do that anymore. I'm so... You don't have to apologize. We're relieving you of all duties effective immediately. You're fired. That doesn't make any sense! If you want to fight this in court, then I can get the police involved. You stealing the company's money happened before we bought you guys out, but that doesn't mean that we're not suffering the consequences of your actions. Embezzlement is a crime, and we can get our lawyers involved and discuss potential next moves. And the natural next step would probably be to go to the police with this matter. Oh, no! Dad! Help me out here! His father didn't forgive him, though, especially because the total amount of money that he stole was over $100,000. And so, his father sued him and made him get a job at one of the subsidiary companies to make the money back. And now he's working day and night to make that money back. I saw him the other day, but he looks like a completely different person. But I don't have time to be dealing with him right now. I have to focus on reviving this restaurant and turning it into an accessible dining location. We're still getting there, but customers are starting to come back. People in the industry are starting to respect my name. And I feel like I'm finally on Satomi's level. I'm gonna keep working to make sure that everyone, regardless of their abilities, has a place to dine.